Hello everyone, this is Ethan from Frontier Guides. I know I'm very late this month, but I had good reasons for that. In the last week of December there was a sequence of special events, being those my birthday, Christmas, the 1-year anniversary of this channel, and New Year's Eve. And right now I'm on summer holidays until the beginning of February, so for the most part of January I wasn't even at home, which means I was unable to make videos. Some of you reached me to ask about it, and you may think this annoys me, but I honestly like to see how people actually care about this channel and my content. It's a simple thing, but already makes me happy. I hope you all had a great time during celebrations of the end of the year. Those who don't celebrate it, I hope you also had a good time, and I wish a fantastic 2022 to all of you. Without further ado, let's review all the teasers we got in December 2021. The first pick of this month was a simple showcase of a new armor set, captioning Honorable Knight, which I guess is the name of this armor. The armor itself looks very nice, looks like something from the Nightmare. I guess the most intriguing part about this teaser is the space background, which makes another appearance. Some people talked about the green color in the background possibly spoiling the types of damage bonus this armor will give the player, adding up to a theory I have talked about in a previous video but makes a lot of sense. Take a look at this color mixing chart. As you know, in Fantastic Frontier the 3 classes are represented by colors: red for melee, blue for magic, and yellow for range. So the mixes of these colors that happen to be present in the new logo and some of the previous teasers would represent the junction of these colors, meaning orange would represent the union of melee and ranged, green for ranged plus magic, and purple for magic and melee. In fact, this representation was already seen in game with the salamanders, whose different colors represent those junctions. That's a very simple explanation as to why orange, green and purple have been so highlighted in the teasers. I'd say it's part of it, but there should be more. Likely related to the sandwich gems as I mentioned in the previous video. Enough talk about colors. Before we move on, I just wanna notice how the knight's position resembled this characteristic position, and I laughed at this teaser for a while because I just can't look at it without remembering about those other images. I'm sorry. Now for the second teaser of December, I invited another Fantastic Frontier YouTuber to talk about it. Please greet FrozenMozzarella64.
Hello everyone, I am FrozenMozzarella64, and I am sure some of you might recognize me from my small Fantastic Frontier channel. Attorneys, the Frontier Guides YouTube channel owner was kind enough to ask me to collab with him, so here we are. Enough about introductions though, let's talk about the teaser Fish Bubble Magic. Our second teaser is my personal favorite of this month, as it seems to show a bit more of what scrolls can do, and that's one feature I'm very hyped to see more about. Apparently, this specific scroll can create a bubble where an item is displayed. My guess is that this scroll's ability is related to fishes, as the magic and caption suggests. Maybe it is a new method to obtain items from the fish itopedia. The player seems to be wearing some new clothes, and his hair type again shows how character customization is going to be improved. The terrain also looks very similar to what we've seen in the teasers until now, so that should be the main biome we'll see in the Sky Islands.
Thank you, my friend. I'm truly very curious to see how these new scrolls will work. The third picture of December is a Christmas commemoration, showing a Christmas themed area and the Santa Claus set. Both the area and equipment shown are said to be permanent additions to the game. Spectre also confirms his intentions of doing a seasonal event for winter holidays in the future, which is something I'd like to see since we've been getting Easter and Halloween events but nothing for Christmas. Some things to notice in this image include this present model that is completely different from the other world present that is currently in the game. Maybe during this event we will be able to send gifts to other players somehow. Another thing I found interesting is the space background with this weird green mosaic, but I honestly have no idea what it could refer to if it's not just a random detail. If you look well, you'll notice that the star in 2 of these trees is one of the crystals from the sandwich teaser, the same that can be seen in the dragon's tail. It has different colors in all of its appearances, so I wonder if that could mean the crystals aren't as unique items as I had previously thought. Also, the Christmas balls in the trees have the Frontier colors, including the new ones, but it should be just a small reference. Our last teaser is not only a single image, but 3 different pictures as well as a development update written by Spectra. The highlighted image is quite interesting. What I think that's it is a painting in the wall that represents an area in the game, more precisely a desert biome with a path that leads to a temple in a mountain. We can see this flower that could be a boss that guards this path, as well as some structures around. There are 3 shards with the 3 main Frontier colors, though I'm not sure why they're here. If you open the link to the development update, there's a ton of text and 2 other images that I'll talk about first. One is a quite confusing one that feels upside down. The best clue we have about it is the name Space Painting Teaser. Some people instantly noticed how both these and the last picture had a similar sky background and were able to fit together in a single image, which leads me to believe that this is the roof of the same room where that desert painting is located. I'd say it's too early to say what this room could be, but the clues we got are surely enough to start theorizing. The last image is also pretty interesting. Instead of depicting a landscape, it only shows us this creature called the Fruitball Headman. By looking at this image of it, I'd guess it's something similar to a running man, like a creature that spawns in specific areas and runs away from you, but if you catch it, he may give you a fruit from his ball. That can be a common fruit, or a rare one that provides unique bonuses when you eat it, or maybe even something that's in a Wikipedia page. Or it could be just like the running man and the creature itself is an item, but he should have the ball in his head for a reason. Now about the message, it's some quite disappointing news. At this point most of you are probably aware of it. Spectre tells us that the estimated release date of January 2022 was quite optimistic, and so they apologize for it and tell us that late February or March is a more likely possibility for the update release. Of course, it's not the best news to hear, especially because by then I won't be on holidays anymore, so I'll have less free time to play it. But for who has waited almost 3 years, an extra month shouldn't be a big issue. Time flies, as they say. Spectre then mentions the official release date should come a couple of weeks before the actual release, as the amount of work they can get done varies a lot considering there are only 2 people developing the game. Nonetheless, the update content continues to be held to a very high standard, and they're happy with how it's all turning out, and no matter what, the wait will be worth it. Finally, he proceeds to talk a bit about the pick of the week posts. Quote, I hope you have enjoyed seeing and theorizing over the weekly screenshots. Oh boy, I surely have. Then he says they want to adjust the balance and show a little bit more than what they originally planned, since showing small snippets of content wasn't doing that great of a job at hyping people. So they will keep ramping things up, showing bigger and bigger pieces of content as we get closer to the release date. And that was basically what I got in the last month of 2021. Again, I'm sorry for how late this video is. February is right there, so I may soon start producing the teaser review for January. As I like to say, it takes a while, but it comes, just like the update. Also, I want to thank FrozenMozzarella for his participation in this video. I've been wanting to invite other people that make fantastic Frontier content to do some collabs, so if you know other FF YouTubers you'd like to see participating in my videos, please comment so I can reach them out. I'd like to have our small yet lovely community united, as I like to see the number of people making FF content increasing. It's a game that surely deserves more attention. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I still want to make other videos aside from the teaser reviews before update drops, but time may be an issue for that. Anyway, stay tuned for my next uploads and don't forget to check out FrozenMozzarella's channel in the description. See ya!